Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
The thing you have to understand is this. The Sam Fisher you knew is dead. America killed him, asked him to make one sacrifice too many, cross one line too far. A drunk driver killed him, some anonymous asshole who ran down his daughter and vanished. She was the one thing in his life that humanized him. And his agency killed him. It set him up, turned him loose, and told him to pull the trigger on his best friend in a dirty New York City basement. Irving Lambert died by Sam's hand that day. And so did Sam. So he left. Left Third Echelon, left the life he knew, left America and Mom and apple pie, left it all behind. He hopped off the grid and went walkabout, looking for a reason to go on living. Eventually he found it. He caught a whisper in the wind that maybe his daughter's death hadn't been an accident. He heard a name. And he found somewhere to go looking. A city called Valletta. It's in Malta.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Phone call for you. Please accept these compliments of your call.
Sam.
Who is this? How'd you find me?
Give me a little credit, Sam. Don't tell me you don't recognize my voice even after all this time.
Grim, what do you want?
To save your life. We can go from there. A team of armed men just entered the marketplace looking for you. They're closing in on your position. Unless you do exactly what I say, this will be a very short conversation.
I'm not doing a damn thing until you tell me how you found me.
We're Third Echelon. We've got an eye on everyone. Look up. You'll see it.
I see it.
Then I can take it back up to safe altitude, and you can get moving.
You still haven't told me how you found me.
Move. You've got multiple hostiles inbound on your position, and from where you're at, you're a sitting duck. Now get to that group of stalls in the market. There's a lot of cover for you there.
It's like the old days, huh, Grim?
Just like the old days, Sam. Are you carrying?
Yeah, but I'd rather not risk a firefight when there's civilians around.
That's very noble of you. But right now, what matters to me is getting you out of there in one piece. So get to that group of booths right now, or I can't help you, Sam.
Everybody leave! Get the fuck out of here! I said get the fuck out!
Good. Now let's get you a little closer to those targets in the light over there. Go cover to cover until you reach the luggage stand. Make it there, and I might be able to help you out.
Get the guys on, huh? You think of that? Yeah. Get some goddamn backup down here now, all right? Yeah. At least we know the guys are right.
I'm there.
Hang on. I'm tapping into the city's power grid. That'll let me overload the transformers near you and blow out those lights.
Hey there, kiddo. What's wrong?
I don't like the dark. It's scary. Turn on the light for me, please.
Come on, sweetie. There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. Sometimes darkness is a good thing. Like when you want to go to sleep.
I could go to sleep with the light on.
When it's light, you can't see into a place that's dark. But when it's dark, you can see what's around you much better.
Really?
Really. So if there's monsters or bad people around, you can see them. And if you're in the dark, they can't see you.
I can't see you either. Can you please turn the light back on?
Okay. Then how about this? There's one really cool thing I didn't show you yet.
There is? Show me.
Okay, here it is. When you're in the dark and your eyes get used to it, you can see all sorts of things around you really well. And then you can do stuff with them.
Like what?
Now take a look at your mobile. You can see it really well, right? If there were monsters standing underneath it, because I can see it, maybe I could make it fall on them and they'd go away.
And it would fall on their heads and they wouldn't be bad anymore?
That's my girl.
Daddy, what was that?
Daddy needs you to stay in bed now. Okay? He's gonna shut the door and he'll be back real soon, all right?
Okay, Daddy, I love you.
What do you got, man? You got anything good? This place is shit. Yeah, you picked it, asshole. You said we'd get a couple of thou easy.
I heard there was metals and shit we could fence in here. The lady that lives here is hot. Maybe we could wait for her to come home.
Take it out and trade.
Now you're talking.
Dad, what did you do to them, Dad?
Sarah, baby, don't look.
What are you doing, Daddy?
What are you doing? Sam, talk to me.
Take that, shoot me!
Looking for me, asshole. No more playing around. Who sent you?
I'm not telling you a goddamn thing! Okay, enough. You want to know who sent me? It's Coben. Andre Coben. Runs drugs, guns. Anything people want, he gets it for them.
Not good enough. Why does Coben want me dead?
If I talk, he'll kill me. He's crazy. He drove the car that hit your daughter. Used to brag about it, you know? Heard you were coming, so he hired me to kill you before you killed him.
You should refund his money. Where do I find him?
You don't understand. Oh! He'd kill me! In the city, the old museum on King George Street. It's his place now. Guards out front and on the sides. Don't tell him I told you.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him a damn thing.
Don't tell him I told you. But I knew all along that's where Sam would be going. Anything dirty in Malta ran through that mansion. Coben's whole operation was based there, and he turned the place into a fortress. Which, to be fair, it pretty much was to start with. And that was before he filled the place with jumpy guys toting automatic weapons. But Sam knew Coben was in there. And that he might know something about what happened to his daughter. So, Sam was going in, no matter what.
next one's in your head!
What's the plan? Time? What's the plan?
I'm gonna blow your brains out!
Go in there, guys.
You're not bulletproof, are you? I'm gonna blow your brains out! Hold still and die!
Henry Coben, were you saying something about my daughter?
Oh, God, no. I was just messing with you, man. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
Then make it up to me. Tell me why you killed her.
I can't tell you. All you can do is kill me. It was just a job. They just gave me a picture and told me to provide a body. That's all it was, a dump job.
They isn't good enough. Who were you working for?
I can't tell you. I'm still working for them. They'll gut me if I tell you.
They're not the ones you should be worried about right now.
You don't get it, Fisher! They're bigger than you. They're bigger than me. Don't you see? They told me you were coming.
Drop it, Fisher! Drop it now! You won't be hurt!
Sam, you need to go with them.
The hell I do.
Please. You have to trust me on this one.
If you're talking to the Ice Queen, Fisher, I'd advise you to listen. She knows all sorts of things you'd be interested in. What took you so fucking long?
Hands in the air! That's it, Fisher! Nice and easy!
Man, this is Ghost Hawk 1. We've secured Panther and are ready to return to base.
All right, Grim. You get this one. But if it's a setup... Son of...
I'll be happy when we drop off Sleeping Beauty.
So will Reed. I saw his people out by his chopper ready to go. He's probably impatient.
Look, Colonel Prentice, I got us here as fast as I could.
Yes, you did, Oscar. Tom Reed's just not a patient man.
Colonel, I don't mean to be pushy on this one, but I do need to talk to you about my pay.
I was told Coben was handling that.
Well, yes, sir, but since there were these changes, you see, extra passengers with extra gear and a longer flight plan.
Tell you what, Oscar. Take it up with Colonel Reed. He'll take care of you.
It was clear someone wanted to talk to Sam. That's why they went to all the trouble of setting him up with Coben's. That's why they tranked him and flew him back home. They needed him docile when they offloaded him at their private airstrip up in the Blue Ridge, because if they hadn't, he would have taken that place upon with his bare hands.
He's awake.
Fuel isn't free, man.
Colonel Prentice, Major Robertson, we don't have time to chat. Our timetable says your men need to move.
Everything's operational, Director Reed. We start deployment at 900 hours this morning.
Good, keep things going on your end. I'm heading back to 3rd Echelon to prep things there.
Oh, our people would be just fine.
Never had any doubts. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse us, I need a minute with Miss Grimm's daughter here. There's a loose end that needs tying off.
Of course. Major?
Right. Fisher's all yours, Anna. You packaged him for us in Malta, you get to unwrap him here. Find out what he knows about the EMPs, how he knows it, and why he's been hunting our friend Mr. Coben.
Might take a while, Tom. He's been trained to resist interrogation.
I'm authorizing you to use whatever persuaders you need, chemical or otherwise. Get the answers, and dispose of them. Just don't be as messy this time.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Anything else?
Just get to it. And call me when you have something. I'll be at HQ.
Listen to me. I'm working for President Caldwell as a mole inside Third Echelon. Reed's the new director, and he's working hand in hand with our hosts here, a PMC called Black Arrow. They're running a pipeline for stolen Russian EMP tech through Malta, and Reed's stonewalling any kind of investigation into it.
Reed's stonewalling the president.
He's got serious political coverage from somewhere, and the president isn't getting anywhere through channels. We know they're in the final stages of prep for something very ugly, but what we don't know is what it is or where it's going down.
Really? Then again, you seem more interested in field work these days.
Stop it. I need you to do this. The second I make a move, my cover is blown. But you're on the outside now. You are free to act.
I don't do this sort of thing anymore.
Tell that to the men you killed in Malta. Now, if you don't make it look like you escaped and attacked me, I'm dead. So make it look good, Sam. Hit me. Do what you have to do.
Grim, let me remind you, I'm out of the game.
You're not out. All it took was one hint about her. Only one hint about Sarah, and you dove right back in.
What do you know about her?
I know she's alive. How's that for starters?
You're lying. She's dead. Lambert told me she was dead, and I take his word over yours.
She's alive, Sam, and I know where she is. I've known all along.
You're lying. Why should I believe you?
Because my people have her. If you help me, you get to see her again. If you don't, it's out of my hands.
Do not lie to me about this, or I'll kill you. You understand me? I will kill you!
Sam, I've been lying to you about this for years. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Good work.
Shut up.
Here. My car's just outside their security gate. It's a red T208. I disabled the GPS locator chip, so Third Echelon's birds can't find it. And take this snake cam. It's linked with this phone. The signal's encrypted.
In case you get lonely.
So I can set up a call with Sarah to prove to you that she's alive and unharmed. Now we need to get you out of here without them coming after you. C4 should help with that. There's some right outside. Get it and call me back.
I don't get the gun?
Just point it at the right people.
Oh, I will.
right now. And I'd give you the gun to do it. Son of a bitch is crazy dangerous. I don't want him around. Who? Reed or Fisher? You're so goddamn funny. You know that? Yeah. Try. Not succeed. Shit. You ask me, they're both dangerous. Fisher's just more likely to shoot.
Don't even try it.
Let's just worry about Fisher for now, okay? You got it.
Grim, I've got the package.
Good. Now here's the plan. They may not be able to track my car by GPS, but they've got a chopper on site. That means they don't need to.
They'll just blow me off the road.
We're far enough out into the sticks that no one will notice. You need to disable that chopper, or you're not going anywhere.
Roger that. That would be better to hold off on the detonation.
Quit fucking around and let's get this over.
Oh, jeez!
Head down, let's go get him! Move it, go! Come on!
All done. Grim, I've taken care of the chopper. Now I need to take down the field's electrical grid.
Good call. Black Arrow jury-rigged the hell out of the original system when they converted the airfield from civilian use.
So it's vulnerable. The power relays are probably the weakest point. Where do I find them?
One of the barracks had one put in, exposed inside the building.
And that's my best bet. Grim, the dish is taken care of.
Then let's get you out of here. My car is outside the gate. All the pursuit vehicles are inside. This isn't an accident. Fry their security system, and they're not going anywhere.
Attention,
Well
attention,
done.
all personnel.
Good thing I
There's
didn't
an
hit you
escaped
harder.
prisoner inside the compound. He is to be considered armed and dangerous. Report to your security positions immediately. You were cleared to use deadly force.
Don't you punk out on me, asshole! Take cover!
The prisoner is still at large.
I'm reloading! Watch your ammo! Search the area. Let's get this guy.
Come on, man! Shadows are for pussies! Thought you were some kind of badass. Reloading!
You think I'm going in there? You're out of your damn mind!
Give me a break! No way! I'm going...
Security, Victor Cost speaking.
Vic, it's Sam. I'm in town and could use a little help.
If you're asking for help, we better do this face to face. And what the hell's going on back there?
I thought you'd recognize the sound. Remind you of anything?
Yeah. Iraq.
Yo, Sam, how's your little girl?
She's doing fine. I got a picture from her in the mail. I think her mom helped her draw.
Nice. My kids don't draw me pictures or
write or anything.
They don't write because you can't read, man.
Clap it up. But when I get out of here...
Hey, you're going to kindergarten.
You know, I hear they got entrance exams at kindergarten now, Sam. I don't know if Vic's gonna make it in.
Down! Everybody down!
Look out! Don't move!
Sam trusted me because of what we'd been through together in the Gulf. That's why he called me after Third Echelon did their little number on him. He needed someone to watch his back. I was the only one who could.
Husky, this is Wofford Base. We've got a UAV showing 2 men down, and your squad leader missing and presumed KIA. Find cover and hold your position. We'll come get you.
If you don't tell me what I want to...
Thanks, Vic.
Yeah, well, don't thank me till we're out of here.
When's backup coming?
Good question. Wofford Base. This is Husky. I got 2 for a ride out of here.
Husky, this is Wofford Base. You are one lucky son of a bitch. We'll have a bird in the air as soon as we can pinpoint your location.
Roger that, Wofford. We are at... We gotta move! Shit. Sorry, Sam.
Husky, this is Bosworth. You still down there?
Fuck your ass, Vasilic.
Why don't you boys sit your asses down and we'll come get you?
We're not going anywhere. Hear that, Sam? We're getting out of here!
Thanks for coming back for me, Vic.
You don't leave a brother behind, Sam. You don't leave family. That op started a change in Sam. One that would take years to really show itself. Years of figuring out what that change meant. But Sam's deal with Grimm meant he needed intel on EMPs and Black Arrow right now. Sam never asked for the little things, which meant this was big. The other question was where to meet. We picked the National Mall, public space, lots of crowds for cover, open approaches. It made life tricky for the spotters. I could dodge them. Sam, he could find them. And he did. Hey, Sam, I'm being tailed here. Black Arrow wants to crash our party.
It's not a secret that we know each other, Vic. They're watching you, hoping to catch me.
I think I'm insulted. You better take them out quietly so we can talk before they get back up.
What else is new?
I'm serious, Sam. If they spot you or the crowd does, the meat is off. Too much heat. Now get to it.
Got a minute to talk.
Oh, shit! You're Fisher, are you? Oh, shit!
Why are you following Victor Cost?
Cost was just bait, an own associate. We were waiting for you. Told to call it in when we saw you.
There you are. Here, put this on. We don't have a lot of time. Those spotters had to have backup. So we'll go over the basics here, cover the rest by phone.
Sounds good.
Look in the bag, you'll find your favorite pistol.
I didn't get you anything.
Shut up, Sam, there's no time. You'll also find something I borrowed from a buddy over at DARPA. It's a portable EMP generator. Low intensity, short range. The bag's shielded so you can stash your gear in there, but hit the trigger, you'll fry everything around you to use as juice.
Nice. What else do you have for me?
There's a file in the bag, but here's the short version. There's an R&D house called Whitebox, a DoD contractor that does work on EMP technology.
So?
So, 6 months ago, they suddenly contract out all their security to those assholes over at Black Arrow. Now, that's a breaking pattern for them. They don't do corporate security. And based on what you told me about them...
There might be a connection.
Bingo. It's slim, but you've gone Fifth Freedom based on less. All right, time for you to go. And you ping me when you reach safe distance, and we'll talk more about Whitebox before you go in.
Will do. Stay safe, Vic.
By order of the Department of Public Works, this fair and the museum are now closed. We have detected a gas leak on site. Everybody is to leave the fairground in an orderly fashion immediately.
No more funhouse, Splinter! He's over there! That's him right over there!
All those years you were lying to me.
It was for the greater good, Sam. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, for the same reasons.
Guess I never did know you.
No, you didn't. And you still don't.
When Sam came to me for help, I wasn't gonna say no. He'd always been more the lone wolf type, and he needed a little reminder on the value of sticking your neck out. After the fun and games at the monument, Sam headed to White Box. The goons who bought the place had already gotten what they wanted out of it and were moving it off-site. But he didn't care what they were taking out. He wanted to get in. Not that a double-walled EMP containment structure has a lot of back doors. He just needed one.
So, Vic, how do I get in this box?
Look for an industrial air exchanger on the side of the building. Breach it, then go for their security monitoring setup downstairs. Your next objective should be easy to pick out once you've accessed the camera feeds.
Famous last words.
Let's see what you got, tough guy! Yeah, you timed up there! Take it!
On the bright side, coffee's gotten better.
Let's see. Armed guards posted throughout the building versus an espresso machine. What wins?
Oh, grow up. We got bought out, and the new owners brought in their private security. It happens all the time, particularly with projects at this security clearance.
I just don't trust this Galliard guy. I mean, yeah, we got bought out and he didn't lay anybody off, but it still bothers me.
You just don't like the fact that his guy Robertson's holding all the data.
Exactly. We can't cross-reference, we can't collaborate. What's he doing with it?
Probably nothing. I'm telling you, we're not getting the amplification effect that we're looking for.
What about the readings on Run 1994? Robertson seemed keen on those.
Robertson isn't qualified to interpret the data, even if he is collecting all of it. I'm thinking those were statistical noise.
I think you're being too quick to dismiss the results.
I think I've been working here 18-hour days for the last month and a half, and I'm not going to wish-cast results because I want to wrap up and go home.
Whatever. You're leaving half our results on the table.
We're meeting our deadline. Deal with it.
Come on, people. You said you'd be done 2 hours ago.
What? We're not working fast enough for you? You think you can tell me how to do my job? I'm going to tell Lucius Galliard that you are interfering in our work. What do you think about that?
You hear that? I did. But what he doesn't realize is that we work for Galliard too.
You can't.
I just did. Now you got a choice. Get back to work. Or you next.
Not this one. Need her at the Bravo site. You can have the other as long as it's useful. Finish and start final phase.
And the rest of the building.
Roll it all back.
What? You can't! This is unacceptable!
You! Keep Poindexter here working. I gotta clean up to supervise.
Don't kill me.
Answer my questions and we'll see. What are you working on that requires this kind of lockdown?
Electromagnetic pulse countermeasure stuff for DARPA, mostly. Or we were. Since Robertson got here, it's been all project-driven.
Robertson? What's his deal?
You mean besides letting Black Arrow take over the lab? He collects all the experimental data and wipes it off the rest of the systems. It's bad for workflow, and only he can see the big picture of what we're working on.
What about Lucius Galliard? Where does he fit in?
He's my boss. The owner of the company, and the guy who hired Black Arrow and Robertson to do security.
I'm thinking it might be a good idea to relieve Robertson of that data. Can you get me in?
I could get you into the elevator.
Good. Do it, then get out.
I think I'd rather stay. Some of my friends, they might need my help. Maybe I can...
Good luck.
Sam, I know you're inside White Box. I can help. Just let me know when you reach Robertson's system.
So you heard everything. What a surprise. But now you're supposed to have good news about Sarah.
She's on the line. That's why I called. Make it quick.
Dad?
Sarah, is it you? Are you okay?
They told me you were dead, Dad. They told me that you'd been killed.
They told me the same thing about you.
Sorry, Sam. Time's up.
Graham.
Later. You've got work to do.
I can see Robertson's system from here. Talk to me, Graham.
Good. Now think about making this room a hostile environment for uninvited guests. I might need you to be on that system for a while, and I don't want you interrupted.
Remote detonation mine should do the trick. Sam here. I'm looking at Robertson's system.
Perfect. Can you get me a back door?
Just like old times. You've got root access and a socket address.
Thanks. I'm setting up a capture so I can download everything he's got.
All of the EMP data is on there.
A couple of analysts I trust are looking forward to seeing it. Okay, Sam. The link is active and the pipe is full.
So I'm done here.
Not quite. I need you to babysit this from your end. If the connection goes, I can't reestablish it from here.
So, nobody else gets their hands on this box.
From what I'm seeing, that system could be used to shut down the site's connectivity. I'd be locked out and we'd be out of luck.
Then I'd better get ready. Company's coming.
Just hit 60%.
We got him cornered! Move in!
We'll see who's laughing.
Oh! Come on out, suckers! Whoa! Go! Let's show up, Fisher! Stop it, Fisher! You're not at the fair now! You're gonna die here! Gotcha! Suck on this, Nick! Yeah, you better hide ass! Throwing a flash! Watch your eye! Think that's funny?
All clear on this end.
I can't say the same. Someone's locked a trace onto my download. I can't cut it. And if they find me, my cover's blown and so is Sarah's.
Where's it coming from?
Looks like inside White Box, first floor. Blueprints show a large space, probably a test lab.
Right, I went through it. They store their test EMP there.
You might have to use it. Do whatever it takes, but cut that trace.
Break out! Fuck, grenade! Grenade, get down!
Sometimes you just have to do things the hard way.
You think you can stay there forever? Big man, hit the switch. Ooh, I'm scared.
Let's move!
Sometimes you just have to do things the hard way. I think I'm done here, Grim. Maybe I'll go look for this Galliard everyone's talking about.
Lucius Galliard?
You know him?
Not directly, but let me get back to you on this. Don't go after him until I do. In the meantime, we'll have an analyst working on Robertson's data.
How did Sam get on site at the Lincoln Memorial? Easy. Secret Service acting on orders from the President got him there. Why'd they do that? That's a little trickier. You see, the name Lucius Galliard got Grim's attention. She knew he was a businessman Reed was working with. But Reed kept things compartmentalized, and that was one of the aspects of his operation Grim had no access to. It pissed her off. What Grim did know was that Reed was meeting Galliard at the memorial in the morning, right after some bullshit photo op speech the VP was giving. Galliard's people were handling event logistics, which was why he'd be there. Grim took it to the President, who didn't like the coincidence. She wanted to know what they were talking about, and that meant getting Sam on site for audio surveillance. And more, if necessary.
I'm inside. What now?
The President's on the line, Sam. We need to eavesdrop on the conversation Reed's about to have with Galliard.
So bug the memorial.
We thought of that, Mr. Fisher. Galliard's people scrubbed the site in preparation for my Vice President's charming little speech. And there was no time to get new equipment in place.
And what's plan B?
You are. This morning's camera equipment is still in place. Get to the control booth, hack the camera controls to record the conversation, and uplink the feed to us.
Just like that. All right, I'm on it.